Okay, Colorado home buyers and sellers, I promise you your real estate agent doesn't do this, but this is a home that is in Lone Tree, and I listed this home for sale, and it came back with some inspection items. You'll see this is a unfinished basement with a floating basement floor. So this is a structural framed basement floor, and it's all white because it's been painted with kills. And I did that because it was something I noticed needed to be done for the sale of the home, and my client, the seller, paid for the kills, and I spent maybe 2 hours doing it. And yeah, I'm the listing agent, and this is what I've done for 30 years for my clients. Now we are under contract. We had an inspection, and there were little items. Some of the items that the inspector came up with were incorrect as far as building codes and things like that. And I shot him down, and I said, no, that's not actually how the building code is. And there was one item right here. So this is an expansion tank. This little blue tank right here is an expansion tank. What it is, it's like a little air tank, and it has like an inner tube in it. So there's a valve stem on the back here that looks exactly like the inner tube or the valve stem on your car or your bicycle. Now, there's a rubber inner tube inside this tank, and how this works is it's a cushion. It's a cushion for the water pressure. Basically, is how you want to look at it. So if you've got a washer in it, or in a dishwasher, and different appliances that have a electronic valve, and that electronic valve shuts off suddenly, as opposed to when you turn off the water faucet, you really turn it off gradually. Even if you just slam it shut, you wouldn't create that much back pressure on the pipes. So when you've got a washing machine, clothes washer, or a dishwasher, and there's probably some other things that have a hard close valve, and it's an electric valve that boom, slams the pipes shut. And the reason you want this expansion tank is because it takes the cushion, so the water goes in here and pushes against that inner tube as the valve closes really fast, and it creates a cushion on the pipes. So you've got your fittings, and especially today with the shark bite fittings, these are soldered copper fittings. But if you were to not have this expansion tank on here, and one of those valves closed really fast and hard, it's really hard on these fittings, all of these copper fittings all around the house. So you have this expansion tank is really a shock absorber for the water pressure when those valves hard close. This is one of the items. I think the parts were $60, and my client will pay me back that $60. And I'm going to actually do this myself. It's going to take me about an hour to replace this expansion tank. And actually, they want it on the other pipe here as opposed to this pipe, which I don't want to fight with this inspector and tell him that that's not actually code. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it the way they wanted it in the inspection objection. I'm just going to go ahead and change the expansion tank over to the other pipe in the system right here. And this is something I do at no added cost. It takes me about an hour, and my client pays for the parts. And I will do little videos at the process as I go. So watch this video, and I'm going to replace this expansion tank and move it over to the other pipe.